Hi friends. Hey, this is Carl Albrecht and I'm in my home studio here in Nashville. And today I'm going to talk about the miking setup that I'm using on my kick drum. Now we did this in my DVD called Drum Miking Made Easy. But many of you have said, hey, that was in the studio, it's really processed. But actually we kept that pretty simple. You could use it live in smaller rooms. You could use that information in a home studio, but you wanted to see it as is. So here I am on a little camera. I'm in my home studio. This is what we do, okay? So I'm using the Yamaha Maple Custom Absolute Series, which I love maple drums. But down here in the kick drum, let's take a look. And we're going to get down in the depths of the drum. Sorry, I'm getting down in here. There we go. There's the Shure Beta 91. And it sets right in the middle of the padding. It's a big bath towel touching the batter side as well as the front resonant head, enough to just kind of give me a little muffling. And the 91 is in there. It is a little forward towards the beater side, and it's a condenser mic, and it gives you that nice top end snap that we want a kick drum to have. And then coming outside of the hole here, I'm using the Beta 52, a classic kick drum mic. Now be aware, when you use the 52 and the 91 together, let the 91 be in there on the blanket or whatever, and then the 52 stay outside the hole. Don't allow the element to get where it's in line with the head. Keep it out far enough so you don't hear any flutter off the front head. But if I'm using the 52 by itself, I'll actually get inside the drum. So no 91, 52 alone, go inside, get even like towards the middle of the drum there and point towards the beater for more impact. If you want more air, then you can move the 52 out. So that's if I was using the 52 alone. I don't like it outside the hole when it's just by itself. I see guys do that, but I never hear enough definition. So go ahead, inside the drum, if it's just the 52, in a combination, the 91 in there and the 52 outside the hole. In the studio, as well as live, a lot of times I'm using this Yamaha sub kick, which is not a drum, by the way. Some people think it's a little drum. It's really a speaker right here. Let's take a look at that. And there's the 6-inch speaker that's inside that shell. And it's just set in front of the drum, not touching the head here. We don't want it to touch. So leave some space. And it picks up that super low frequency. That speaker is wired like the microphone. So it's not acting like a speaker. It's literally picking up the low end because it's a large diaphragm microphone now. It sounds really amazing. And so that's it. Those are the three channels, 91, 52, and the sub kick. By the way, the sub kick is never used alone. Not for me. Some guys have done that. It's really designed to be used in conjunction with an internal mic. Okay, so it's just that low, really fat kick drum sound to add to the punch of your internal mic. Okay, so those are the three mics, my favorites. Don't try to do a thing where you subgroup them in a channel, like one channel. Could do that, but then you can't adjust accordingly in a live setting for each song if you're going to do that. I just like to have control, 3 channels. Also, seen some folks kind of splice a wire together and have it all on one channel. Not a good idea. Just go with one microphone if you only have one channel. And that for me would probably be the Beta 52 inside the drum. Okay, so just some thoughts there. Again, come up with your own way, but that seems to work best for me. Now, let's go around the side here. We're going to take a look at the mallets that I'm using on the pedals. And that also has a huge effect on your sound, as well as drum heads. I'm using an Evans EQ3 or an EQ4, depending on the flavor of the day. And but for the mallets, I like a hard plastic beater, okay, on my Yamaha kick pedals here. If I'm doing double kick, I'll use the same, mallets on both. But for demonstration, I'm going to let you see on the double pedal the hard felt beater, and then on the main one, you're going to see the hard plastic. And for me, bass drum heads are tuned super low. I mean, they're really loose, just as long as it doesn't sound like paper when you hit. Just be careful of that. So that's what I'm doing. So you got the mics in there, heads tuned really low, a little bit of padding. Let's come down here and take a look on the pedal, and there you go. So there's the primary one. That's the plastic beater with the hard felt. So let's take a listen to that. Okay. Now over here on the double pedal side would be the hard felt. Here you go. Okay, for the sake of the small camera, I'm not smacking it really hard, but just so you can hear the attack tone, definitely got a little more tick with that plastic beater, and that's why I love to use it. So in a live setting, and even in recording, I just like the way the plastic cuts through a little more. Looking for a little more, just attack, because I don't want to add high-end frequencies or EQing in the channels. And so that's my way. Music is art. Come up with your own way, experiment. But this has been a great starting point, and I can tell you a lot of engineers, whether we're doing a live thing or whether it's in the studio, here in my home studio or anywhere, it's just a great starting point and they like it. And then I will adjust according to what I'm being told to do. I'm there to serve a producer, an artist, etc., etc. So don't forget that. I just try to make them happy, come up with something fresh, new, do crazy things, do something you've never done before. But I always start here, and it's worked well in many settings. So there you go. God bless you on your drum sound journey, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.